What is up, guys? And today we're going to be talking about that. So I'm going to be talking to you guys about today the Genesis Electric Skateboard with two in-hub motors located in the rear here. So on paper this does about 20 miles per hour as well as 20 miles per charge. I've actually gotten up to around 20 to 22 miles per hour, but that is only when you get up to the 50% mark. When you get down to the 50% mark, you are looking around a subtle or sometimes dramatic power decrease because the battery just isn't giving you enough power. But you won't be surprised to see this thing goes up 15 to 20% grades very well when the battery is fully charged. And you do continue after 50% going around 12 to 15 miles per hour, so you do still have a great speed. It's just not the one that they marked on paper. And also the incline rate is completely gone almost. You probably get a 5% grade and that's about it. But I will say though, this thing is amazing on many different factors. One being that you do have a board that's really inexpensive compared to the other ones, and you do get a nice ride out of it. You do get around, I would say, around 10 to 11 miles on a full charge before it just didn't unusable. The battery can still go, but you're basically be assist pushing it the whole way. So on paper, yeah, the miles per hour is there. It's just not with the battery. But I do have to make some really great mentions to this board. The wireless remote here that I have right here, this is actually really nice, very nice and portable, very simple mechanics behind it, very easy connection. You flip this on, you flip that on, and it just starts rolling. As well as I do absolutely love the markers on here. There's actually these 4 drill holes that actually have the meter for the battery, and you actually can see that without having to look at your remote. I actually look down, boom, done, found, keep riding. As well as that, this board is very heavy. This board does weigh a lot more than a normal electric skateboard. You will see that you'll be carrying maybe 1 or 2 hands depending on your strength level. I will say though that this thing does have the ability to carry people up to 250 pounds easily, because I do have my backpack which I do carry with me, and I'm about a 200-pound guy. So looking at all that, you can really see that this thing can carry you around. I will say that the other setback is that the charging port does not close, so you really don't have a nice tight seal, so riding in the water isn't really the best thing to do. But I will say that overall this board is definitely worth the money. I mean, you could get a nice starry board, but like I said, this is still a great choice if you're trying to save some money. Overall, I actually really like this device, and you can actually interchange the batteries. You can actually go on their website and buy battery packs, so you can switch out batteries while you're riding. So this is a big difference between any other board. It's kind of like having the old Samsung phones where you can switch out the batteries and just take them off the back, and they're actually relatively easy to take out. So I'm gonna probably give this around like a 7.5 on my scale of 10, on my personal scale of 1 to 10. Like the battery is great, the length of it being great, but just not being all the way honest with everything is kind of what killed it for me, not getting a higher score. Alright, so I'll talk to you guys on another video. Keep classy.